worked. Eyes here. Oi, there we go. Eyes here. That's a new noise for the chair. I've not heard it make that noise before. Like a groany croak. Whatever. It might have something to do with the fact that I've had all weekend and like 2 days of happy tumminess happening. Very happy tumminess happening. Because while I was away, of course, my buddy basically he made sure that my tummy was at least satisfied, so that's something. But then I came home and Damon had been to the deli and got me all of the Christmas foods, all of the Christmas like sandwiches that they make for Christmas times, and also like some sushi and a tuna sub and like little packets of chicken bites. So it was kind of like I ate all of that, and again, very happy tummy last night. It was really good. And then today I had a 4-person pasta meal, which was surprisingly crap. It was like one of those pre-made kind of like trays of pasta, and it was just a tomato and chicken with pasta, and it was like, it was so boring. So I put some cheese on it. Yes, I put some cheese on it. I know I shouldn't. I definitely do actually have a problem with dairy stuff. It does make me gassy. It doesn't hurt. The gas doesn't hurt. I don't have lactose intolerance completely, but I'm definitely super like lactose in like resistant or something. Whatever. Because I get gassy if I eat any dairy or drink any dairy. There's nothing I can do about it. There's nothing I can do about it. It's like, yeah. Anyway, I had that, and then also I had an entire tin of biscuits. Like somebody had got me a tin of biscuits. They're meant for Christmas, or at least like they got Damon something, so they also got me something, which is nice. I like it when people do that. But yeah, I ate the whole thing. I ate the whole thing. Yeah, the milk and cookie cravings are really starting to kick in, which is bad because I already ate a lot of sugar, and I try not to eat a lot of sugar over the weekend. So yeah, it's really annoying because I was kind of a little bit scared because I was yelling at Damon saying like I've been peeing a lot. I'm really tired all day, and I can't feel my pinky finger on my hand. I might have the sugars. Oh my god. And then he was like, you're peeing a lot because you've been drinking a lot of just fluids in general. And you're tired because you only got like last night's worth of sleep, because I couldn't sleep when I was over at my friend's. But that's not new. It's just sometimes I get insomnia when I'm at a new place, even though I've been there many times. It's and your pinky is numb because you slept on your arm last night. So basically, hopefully, as long as these symptoms don't persist, I'm okay. I'm hoping. Anyway, I'm not going to give up my milk and cookies. You can't make me. You can't. Future Santa needs milk and cookies. It's a thing. But yeah, oh my god, these cookies were so good. And I actually did eat, because I ate a whole tin of cookies. of like it was actually proper shortbread. It was proper Highland Scottish shortbread. So it was like super buttery, not much sugar in it, which is good, except for the cookies, which of course they had sugar in them, and chocolate, which is like good, just yummy. But I actually will admit that I ate so much of those, and I drank like 2 pints of milk with them, and I did as I sat up, I squished my tummy, and I did almost vomit because it was so good. But I'm okay. I'm okay. So yeah, maybe that's why my chair is creaking extra loudly, and I should be scared of that. Although it's supposed to hold like 400 pounds, so should I be scared? I don't know. I don't know. I kind of put on that much weight, even though my buddy Dave did say that basically he thinks I'm wider and I'm heavier. Um, he would know. But like I said to somebody else, I'm pretty sure he meant that. I'm pretty sure it's just that because he hasn't seen me for a while. Like, am I chubbier? Like, honest opinions, guys. Am I chubbier? Have I gotten like pudgier over the past year? Besides the whole, like muscle mass kind of thing, which I don't. I think that might just be in my head. Like, yeah, that's just in my head, probably. Am I? I did have a friend to say to me, just step on the scales. And it's like, I can't. Every time I step on a scales, it's always meant for regular people. I am pudgy already, which means that I need better scales. So, yeah. I'll wait for the answer a bit later. But, yeah. Anyway, that's what I've been okay today, except for this very last part. Like, I've not been editing. I've been busy with other shit because life stuff happens. Um, it's mostly been just unpacking and like trying to sort out my side of the bedroom and stuff like that. Yeah, you have. I have really. I don't know how to think about this. I'm kind of like pleased and saddened by this at the same time. Sorry, milk burp. Well, milk hiccup burp thing. Milk esophageal spasm. There you go. But yeah, I've been doing that. I've been sorting out that. Is somebody trying to make a spider web? Yeah. I've been doing that, but I've actually edited something, and yes, that when I've been editing, the one thing that I've edited today, it has been sorry, I was processing. I was reading the chat. It has been a pain in the butt. Just the whole thing has been a pain in the butt. I uploaded the files onto the editing software, which updated itself automatically by itself. I just hit yes, just you have my permission to update the editing software. And then when I was editing, I noticed that the audio is fucked on it. It does sound like it's slightly underwater for some reason, and there's nothing I can do about it. There's nothing I can do about the audio. I have with it so much, and it didn't work. It just didn't work. So the burps, although you can hear them and you can hear the sloshiness, there is a kind of like tinny quality to everything, and I think I know what it is. And I'm really pissed off about this. I'm like really this when I found out about this, and I think that this might be the case. I'm really pissed off about it. It's the fucking phone case. It's the phone case. It has to be. This waterproof phone case has a membrane over the microphone, over both microphones. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of it being. You know, if we edit more videos and I find out that this is the case, then I'm gonna have to get a new phone case, or I'm just gonna have to like swap it for the old phone case, which doesn't have that problem, despite having like a mesh over the speaker. It has to be the phone case. Yeah. I don't think I can afford to get a new phone case right now. That's bummed me out like a lot. So whenever we do audio, like burpees and stuff like that, I'm gonna have to just remember to record it on this thing, which is fine. That's fine. I'm actually okay with that. It's just that I have to remember to do that. Anything that involves audio is not that camera. Anything that involves like me having to do something with audio is definitely this camera. I have to use this camera. Oh, I need to turn it on so that I can see if my buddy is streaming on Growler, because I've got a couple of buddies on Growler and I really enjoy hanging out with them. So yeah. I'm not gonna run away if they do come on. I just want to know that they're on, so that I can at least just like send them a quick hi or something. So yeah, your face, IMO. What about my face? My visage. Oh, is my face pudgier? Is that what you're trying to say? How can you tell? I've got a beard. I've got a beard. Like I know I appear chubbier in certain places that I actually don't like, and that's just because I've been working out. So like these bits, this bit, and like I've lost a little bit of muscle mass around my neck. My bull neck isn't there so much. You know, my big shoulders aren't as pronounced. But yeah, what can you do? I mean, I can't work out. We've got a roommate. He's always in the fucking living room. That's where I work out. What are you gonna do? It's a thing. Roscoe says gaming vote. Yeah, like just literally before you said that, I was leaning more towards editing. But yes, I'm sorry. I'm gonna get on with the story time. Story time. Yeah. So I have um been so yeah, I was editing this video and then when I finally finished editing the video and being pissed off about it, I essentially found that I couldn't actually save it. It wouldn't render because it was trying to get me to buy this new version of the editing software that I bought already. It didn't do this. I've had your face is chubbier. I mean, I don't really see it. Okay. Like even when I shaved, I kind of just felt like I was chunkier. Like I was, my face was just the same, which is weird because whenever I have put on weight, one of the first indications is that my extra chin gets bigger, and it hadn't gotten bigger. Or at least I didn't think it had gotten bigger. It was still there, same size as it was last time. um, but yeah, maybe if anything, I thought it had gotten smaller. But maybe you're right, and my other features have gotten like slightly chunkier, cheek wise or something. I don't know, but that made it look smaller. I don't know. Yeah, so I've had Filmora. That's the posh editing software that I use, and that's the professional stuff that I use. I use other programs as well, but I've primarily been using Filmora for everything for the past couple of years, as opposed to just using Filmora for professional stuff and using stuff like Sony Vegas and like pirated copies of Photoshop and stuff like that, early Photoshop and stuff like that. Not Photoshop, the Premiere, the Adobe Premiere thing. But I've just been using Filmora again for the past couple of years, and I bought that. I bought that. One of my clients actually gave it to me to edit something for them, and they gave me not a subscription, they gave me some money to buy the product, because there is an option on Filmora that you can basically you can pay for the editing suite, and things like super special effects, or I'm trying to think of a good one, just certain transitions, certain special effects, access to like their libraries of of audio effects and stuff like that. All of that stuff you have to pay for the subscription, but they do actually have a good option. And I thought this was good, because a lot of programs, and I hate this, I absolutely fucking hate this, that the world is going this way, that has gone this way. I hate this so much. They're one of the only places, I know, one of the only programs of editing that you can actually buy the kind of the suite. You can actually buy the program and have it on your computer and have it update. That's the other thing. It updates. That's one of the reasons why I liked it, because I didn't have to buy it all over again and pay for a subscription. Right? I've had it since Filmora 9. It's now on Filmora 13. And my computer did an update, and it updated to Filmora 13. And then it told me that I had to buy it to use Filmora 13, after I'd already edited my whole program, my whole video, which maybe you've seen by now, because I did upload it. I didn't, because it was a fail, a slight fail, basically, just because of the audio. I uploaded it, but I didn't set it to be Patreon or anything. It's uploaded straight away. Plus, it's a late video, so yeah. It's available for everybody to see on the LiveTUBBs channel, I think. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. I hate this. I hate that. I hate that so much. I had to save the project, hope to God that it would basically work on the older version of Filmora, and oh my God, it took like 10 minutes to update. To delete the old Filmora software and update it to 13. It deleted 12 and updated to 13, right? It took half an hour to download and re-upload and re-establish the new old Filmora 12 back on my computer, because that's the only way I could do it, because I can't afford the new suite, because it's not worth it. It's not worth downloading again just for nothing. Oh no. So yeah, I did that, and then it told me that when I opened the project to save it, to render it, it told me that this video project has been edited using the new version of our software, and may contain digital errors as a result of being uploaded onto the older version of the software. Are you sure you want to proceed? And it was like, oh, I'm going to have to. So I pushed proceed. I went through the whole video. It looked like it was going to be okay. And it is okay, right, guys? I haven't watched it on YouTube yet. I just watched it in the editing, in the preview. And it looked like it was okay. It sounded like it was terrible, but that's how it sounded coming from my phone in the stupid case. So yeah. So yeah, I've had a crappy day and crappy experience today with my editing software. So yeah. I did send some. I didn't do the basic bit of market research, by the way, for the Orc video thing, for the Orc channel, Orc series, whatever you want to call it. But I did send out some feelers to a couple of friends, and a couple of normal friends that like fantasy stuff and D&D, that would be interested. That also like Star Trek and stuff that I know them from. That's where I know them from because we talk about Star Trek stuff. But they also like D&D stuff and things like this. I also sent an email out to one of the people that I work with. Nah. Should I? Nah. One of the people that I work with that is a fairly well-known, like a YouTube personality person, and basically got an immediate response back from him, but not my other friends. The person that I wasn't expecting to get the immediate response back from, I got the response back from, basically saying that he doesn't know of any channel that is doing something similar to this, apart from a couple of like D&D like specific channels, which haven't done too well, you know. But this might be niche enough. I'm trying to remember how he put it. This might be niche enough to basically kind of like get right in there, and like grab a particular audience and stuff. He also said that my English accent would actually kind of help me with this because a lot of old timey fantasy worlds and settings are set in a place where everybody either speaks kind of like with an English accent or an English adjacent accent, like a Scottish accent or something, which will probably be good for orky stuff, which is good. But no, generally a positive response. That's my only bit of market research, though. Basically, sending out those emails. I'm excited. I'm getting excited about it. I'm trying not to. But yeah. I think the next step would basically be doing the bare minimal of just general Googling, at least doing that part, because that was the first step. The first step for market research was basically just Googling, doing some quick, like searches through YouTube and just the general internet to see if anybody's doing something that is like even like a podcast or something based on like a person that is pretending to be an orc or something like that, talking about orc stuff and orc culture and orc just mythology and shit. And then basically like that well, that's just the whole step. That's the step one, and I didn't do that bit, but I did the email bit. I think it was because I was kind of trying to get my friends to do like the market research for me. I think that's what it was. It was like, oh, I don't have time to do this today. Help, friends help. And then they didn't respond to me at all. And then like my professional friend is basically the one that responded. Whatever. So yeah. There's always a bit of fluff or something on the rim of my hat. It makes it look like there's something crawling like over the top of my hat. It's fine. So yes, I was definitely going to be doing editing on stream right now, but I've got a bad taste in my mouth from the from the editing that I did earlier. I will be doing more editing tomorrow. You know, I will definitely be doing more editing tomorrow. But also I've got a semi-busy day tomorrow because it's like it's another birthday meal. I've got to go out for birthday dinner. My tummy's going to be happy again. It's going to get used to this, and then I'm going to be like running out of food again. This has happened before. When I first moved in here with Damon, I put on a lot of weight really fast. You know, that's when I moved into the 300s. You know, and basically it's because I was cooking and eating whatever I wanted, and I didn't have a job like immediately at the time when I moved in with Damon. So I had nothing to do all day but eat and cook. So my tummy was very happy, and yeah, I kind of like swelled out of all of my clothes as well. So that was something. So I couldn't really go out to do stuff. It was a thing. But yeah, it's kind of like it kind of feels like that. It's like my tummy will get used to this, and then I'll be left hungry a couple of days because I can't go out to go and get food and shit because I have no money. Because I'm a sad person. So yeah. But anyway, I'm doing that tomorrow. There's another birthday meal. Damon's side of the family is basically like his best friend has a birthday, and so does his mum, and so does his sister. They all have like birthdays around about like November, December time. So every year after Damon has had his birthday, we basically like 2 weeks after that, usually we go out for a big joint dinner where the birthday people don't pay for anything. We order something, we go to somewhere nice. For the past couple of years, it's been at this really nice kind of like semi-posh pub that like does actually really good food. So I'm probably going to go there. And yeah. Whew. So yeah, that might be a bit of a block on the whole multiple editing of things, but you know, at least I did one, and I've organized the files, so I know definitely what I'm doing, and my editing software is not going to yell at me again. So yeah, like I said, I'm Dunsies. You know, I was kind of like all raring to go with doing editing tonight, and hanging out with you guys, but now I'm kind of like, you know, if I do more editing, I'm kind of like a bit meh about it. Like I can do that still, but so I got an itch on the back of my leg. It's a very weird position I'm in to scratch it. Don't yawn. Don't. No. Or I could just do some city skylines because city skylines. Yeah, that's how you say that. City skylines because I like that wasn't that bad the last time I did that on stream. You guys seem to not mind it. Seem pretty chill with it or something. So yeah. So yeah, I'm basically like leaving up to you guys because I could do either. I'm okay with either. That's not supposed to be there. It's supposed to be over there. The only way that the only way that that cable would hang off of there is if something nudged it off of the. There's spider. There's a spider. Scanning. Ooh, okay. Yes, there's a big one there. I don't think it was that because I'm pretty sure that lives there. It's been there for like a few months. There's a big spider that lives behind my computer. But is there another one? No, I can't see it. It might still be there. But I had an embarrassing fat guy moment. Well, it would be embarrassing, but I wasn't really that embarrassed. It was kind of just a kind of like I can't believe I was stupid moment on the train. I'll set it up in a second then, Roscoe. Yeah, on the train coming back, I had to go through the actual. I don't know if anybody knows English trains, UK trains, but yeah, I had to go through like first class, and then I had to go to my seat, which is in standard class, and essentially, it's like the gap in between the seats in first class are like this big, and the standard size class are like this big. So, you know, and somebody was sitting in my well, not in my seat, but they were sitting in the seat next to my seat. And essentially, I was like, it's only 2 hours. I'm going to stand up. I'm okay with this. You know, I'll wait for that little old lady to leave, and then I'll sit down, because according to her thing on they're electronic. You know, the seats have like a little electronic LED screen, kind of like above them, that tells you if the seat's free or not, so that, or if it's been booked. And mine had been booked, and so had hers. But she was going to get off like halfway through the journey, so I'd still have like I'd still like have an hour of sitting after an hour of standing up, which I'm fine with. That's great. So I saw that and I was like, yeah, I'm okay with that. But no, somebody else who didn't have a seat basically came into the doorway compartment, where I basically was just standing against the wall, because I already put my bags away. And this guy, this like 20-something guy, just plugged his charger into the wall, which you can do on English trains, and was just about to put his earphones in. And I said to him, "It's like, if you're looking for a spare seat, there's one literally just there, you know." And he was like, "Why don't you have it?" And I was like, "Well, because I take up 1.5 seats, because I'm wide." He was like, oh, "Okay, I don't want to pester anybody, so yeah. But if the seat's there if you want it." And he was like, "No, it's fine." And then we got basically just a little bit of chit chat, and then I explained to him that like it's like, oh yeah, it's really annoying like having to, you have to get onto the train at exactly the right doors, otherwise, basically, you have to walk through the train, and I hate that. And he's a little skinny guy, and he was just like, "Oh, okay, I see." I was like, "Oh, it's because I'm wide," and he knows that already. Whatever. But then I was explaining to him that it's like I kind of got used to going through to the first class section, because the trains have been on strike here. This is going to be a bit of a weird long story. I just realized I should have warned you guys this, but whatever. I kind of got used to going into first class and just sitting down straight away, because the trains in the UK for the past couple of years, over COVID as well. I think it was just before COVID that it started, but whatever. Um, have been on semi-strike, and this has caused like a lot of disruptions. So that's sunk in my eye. This has caused a lot of disruptions, which means that people's tickets have been kind of like crazy. Which means that when you go onto a train, you can basically sit wherever you want, because they will refund your ticket, and it's all done electronically anyway. So I could just easily say I could get onto a train, sit in first class where they have wider seats, um, sit in first class, and just say to the attendant that it's like, "Oh no, I was upgrading my ticket when this all started. I'm sorry." And they always were lovely. All the ticket attendants were super lovely about it, and would just let you stay there. So every time for the past few years I've been on a train, I have pulled this trick and gotten away with it. So yeah, I told him this that I'd gotten used to like the first classes, wide aisles and stuff. But I swear they've put like the chairs like closer together, and that they're kind of like like that in the standard class. I swear to God, they've just kind of like the chairs have just gotten like narrower and closer together and stuff. And it's really annoying because like I had a hard time getting through the chairs without bumping in my belly into people all the time, and now it's basically impossible. And I basically go through the aisle going like sidestepping, going like sorry, 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 you know, to everybody. Whereas usually it would have been like every like 4 or 5 people, if they had their arms sticking out or something, then I'd say sorry. But I had to do it to every fucker. So yeah. I said to him that like the chairs, they're definitely gotten closer together, and he was like, I don't think it's the chairs, mate. And then he didn't point or anything. He just kind of he looked down to my belt buckle, where my belt buckle would be, and then looked up at me. And I was like, what do you mean? Oh. I hadn't made this connection in my brain. Oh dear. Why is this eye being stingy now? Oh, thank you. That's helpful. Yeah, that's great. So somebody in my brain chip was just like, because you're tired. Your eyes get stingy sometimes when you're tired, remember? Dipshit. Right. Better. So yeah, if I was any other fat guy, I basically might have been like kind of like embarrassed about it. But I literally just like kind of giggled because my brain didn't process the fact that maybe, I I know I've gotten a tiny bit pudgier. Just a tiny bit pudgier, but I didn't know it would be that noticeable in everyday life. And it was. But I didn't catch it. I thought that they were literally making the trains narrower. They were literally making the seats bigger or narrower. So, the aisle was narrower somehow. I just like it never popped into my brain that it might just be because I'm slightly wider. Because I kept thinking, it's like, how could they do that? Why would they do that? When did they do this? Because they all look like the same chairs. They haven't added an extra chair. I felt more embarrassed that I basically was an idiot. That was stupid. Than I was about like being fat. But yeah, I did my little giggle like I just did, and basically like it made him kind of nervously laugh, I think. Um, and then he just put his earphones in, and then like I was just looking out the window for the rest of the time before he got off for the next stop. So yeah, it was like oopsie doodles. I know, like I said, I know I've gotten a bit pudgier, but it's only like a little bit, and it hasn't really registered in measurements somehow. I don't know. I don't know if I'm like subconsciously sucking something in or whatever, but um, I don't measure different. You know, I don't get it. Anyway, Sea Skylines. Nobody cares. But no, I just thought I'd share this story with you because I meant to say it yesterday, but I was too excited. Well, I was too excited about talking about the opportunity that we're possibly going to get. Is anybody else excited about this? About the opportunity, not about the actual thing? I'm trying not to get my hopes up because every time I get my hopes up, it always goes fucking badly. So it's like, it's probably not going to work. There you go. I added that. That will make it better. That'll make it better. Probably didn't have to click that twice. I is a moron. Right, so how did I do this last time? I shared my entire screen, didn't I? And then... Yeah? Okay. Leave studio. I nearly hit the wrong button. There we go. Share entire screen. Do it. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Right, how do you want to see me? Is this good? Is this good? Is this good? You can probably see more detail if I do it like this. Like this. Yeah. Okay. And then resume. Right, I have not saved over my last city. So I was hoping that I would get like a little bit of help on how to actually send it to you, Moscow, because I think you wanted it. Right? Can you hear the jet engine that's going off on my computer? It doesn't do that long. It just kind of just goes, and then it basically plays like normal. Has anyone had like a weird dream where they basically watched something on TV? They had a dream where they were watching TV, or they had a dream that they were reading something. Has anybody had that? So just getting rid of the jet engine noise. When you're up in the sky, you get like a jet engine noise. But yeah, has anybody ever had a dream like that? I had a dream where I was reading a story, where essentially it was a Gainer fiction story, and it was set at Christmas, and it was a straight Gainer fiction story, because basically this slightly pudgy dad dresses up as Santa, and essentially he dressed up as Santa so that he could give his daughter, like a special Christmas visit from Santa. And it's like, it's all very sweet and wholesome and everything. And she basically she gets, because she couldn't see the mall Santa or something. I can't remember the entire story. It was just a bit of my dream that basically was like, what? But yeah, he dressed up as Santa because she couldn't see the real Santa, or she couldn't see the mall Santa. However, just before they left the mall, she got like a Christmas card from the mall Santa as he was leaving, and it basically it had like a voucher for one Christmas wish or something. Um, and her dad isn't as fat as Santa, so basically she makes the Christmas wish. She knows it's her dad, and she's like, it's like, I wish like Daddy was as big as Santa, like as fat as Santa. And then he basically just gets really, really fat because the actual real Santa is huge. It's just like, I was like, oh, it's sweet and funny and cute, all at the same time. But yeah. But no, I kept like trying to figure out if my brain was doing this on purpose to me, or trying to torture me again by, it's like making me wonder for the rest of the entire day. This happened like 3 nights ago, but making me wonder for the rest of the entire day if I actually did write this story in my head, or if I read this story somewhere. Anyway, Sea skylines. Welcome to this city, Lake Valley. It's been going on for a while. I've got my little rocket right in the middle because I do that. I basically make like a huge cordoned off sector where I usually put like power plants or like city dumps and stuff in it, but it's usually I reserve it for things like an airport or something. But this time I've got a rocket launching site, which is not done yet because I've already launched like 3 rockets from it fairly recently. But yeah, everybody's panicking about the fucking garbage because I think, yeah, these two are being emptied. I got my funky roundabout system, which they are using. It's being used, which is kind of cool. That didn't come pre-designed. I did that. I did that system. It connects a residential, a commercial, and a not commercial, residential, industrial, and a commercial sector, as well as another industrial sector together, so they don't have to go on the big roundabout. But yeah, this city's been pretty good. It's even got a mystery to it because up in the hills where at the base of the hill I put an airport. There's this random castle, like an ex-castle structure. Like I found ruins. Some Game of Thrones shit was happening here. There's a little tree inside each one as well, which is weird. But yeah, it even has a little graveyard, like an old graveyard. Creepy. That's kind of peaceful. That's nice and peaceful. I like that. But yeah, this was just here. I expanded into this area, and basically I was like, what the what? Really? You know? The story summary was clever. It was so random. I think she misspoke, and she actually said, it's like I wish Daddy would gain like, would gain 400 pounds, and then basically like he puts on like he puts on enough weight to be 400 pounds, and then he's like, it's like what did it's like? Oh my god, thank God it's over, but it doesn't stop, and then like the wife is there, and she's saying like, it's like no, she said that you'll gain 400 pounds, not that you will be 400 pounds, and he's like, oh god, because he was, like I said, he was already pudgy before, so yeah, he ends up being a big Santa ball. That's my goal in life. Let's feel cool Santa look. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, this was like unexpected. I didn't know that this was here, and I've played this map before. I must just not have expanded in this direction. But if you look up the hill, there's even more ruins. But I can't go over there because I haven't expanded in that direction. So yeah, that's kind of cool. I haven't touched them. I've been really careful and trying to preserve them. If I ever go into that, expand into that area, like build like a commercial district or something in it, then I'm gonna just like make sure that this is like cordoned off or something, because it was like, what? You got this big industrial zone. Fucking traffic. I can never get this traffic right. even though I built like I said, I built this roundabout system, and I'm pleased with this roundabout system because like this highway goes straight. You know, you can go into the highway and you can go straight past all of this nonsense, and only vehicles that want to go into the city can go into the city. If you don't want to go into the city, then you can just go straight on by and then outside of the city and just leave. You know? Oh my god, there was a fire. Well, it's not there anymore. Random. But yeah. It's not a bad one. I actually built the train station before I built a metro station, which is odd for me. And that's mainly because there's like a train. There was like a weird. Look at this. Look at this mess of the train tracks. This I didn't do this. The computer did this. Somebody designed this mess. All around this. Oh, yeah, I forgot I put a little carousel park like in the middle of this bit. You can watch the train go by. But yeah, this is obviously a commercial district. The city blocks and everything. But yeah, I can't believe the computer did this, or somebody planned this bit out, because this is wrong. But yeah, I basically made a network of train stations that connects like all the 4 bits together. I'm kind of proud of that because like this train station, where's the train station? There it is. There's an underground train station. It's connected to the metro station. That goes all the way outside. It goes all the way underground to this bit, which is like connected to the main rail system. Because there's no train tracks. All on this part, there's no train tracks. You know, this square, there was no train tracks, and in the middle there was no train tracks. But they're on this one, and they go all the way around to this one. So yeah. Anyway, here is my new sector. I basically built my new a new section, a new district. I've already zoned it out for like farming, because that's where the farming land is. That's where the tree land is, and there's oil here as well, so that's cool. Right next to my sewage treatment plants, which don't sewage treat, because look, all that's pollution. Lame. Anyway, yeah. I've lowered the water level on this particular river as well by building a bunch of pumping stations up here, so I can build on it. Because why not? Anyway, yeah, the next part of this is basically making all of this yellow, because it has to be turned into industrial. I've done all of the layout already. It's very efficient layout, I think, and even put a hub airport in here, which basically will enable goods to come in via train or via plane, train or plane. So that'd be Q. Yeah. So here we go. First, I want to get rid of all of these. And all these residentials, they gotta go. We've got garbage landfills here, as well as like helipads. I keep the helipads away from the general city area, because they're very, very noisy, and people moan about it. A bunch of whiners. People just moan about it all the time. Plus, the fire helicopters like to be near water, so it's like it's a good idea to just keep them out of the way, keep them to the edge. That goes the same for the wind turbines. I like to put those on the edge. It also gives me an idea of like where the actual borders are and where I'm going to expand into, because I basically started here in the middle and expanded here, then here, then here, then here, and then I'm basically gonna use these ones up next. So yeah. So yeah, that's the plan. That's the general idea. Yeah, I've got to turn all of this yellow. But yeah, it should be a handy dandy industrial zone. That's what? That's what I meant to do. You know, that it isn't any fun if nobody talks to me while I'm doing this, right? You get that, right? So yeah, I want it to also. I want there to be like little things around the outside. I always keep these, the edges close to the water to be kind of like a random assortment of crap, as opposed to being just the same stuff over and over again. Oh yeah, I forgot I did this. There you go. Yeah, around the edges, I like to keep it kind of like random. So if we look at a random, there we go. If we look at these parts of it's like I haven't expanded into this bit yet. So essentially, all of this is kind of like free for all territory, which means that I basically randomize the patches of the different patches of zoning around the roads, so that basically like anything can go there. And I change it every now and again as well, because I think these were residential, but I had to change them because the sports arena was too noisy. Oh no, it was over here. I had to change these. These were residential, but I had to change them because next to an airport, and they got noisy, and people moaned about it because they're all whiners. There's not many people moaning about stuff this time. It's only these guys moaning about the garbage piling up. But I mean, yeah, what are you gonna do? Okay, this eye bullshit is really pissing me off. Ooh, it's really annoying. I like that I've reclaimed some land here, but I got a bad feeling that it's going to backfire somehow. Oh my god. Yeah. So like making a random assortment of different zones around the edges is good, because it means that, you know, it gives all the workers that work in these sectors, like if I make one of them accidentally, if I make one of them like one of the random patches residential, then it means that some people can actually live closer to where they work. And if I make it like slightly commercial, like either low or high end, then it means that they can pick up stuff on their way home, and or it can like there can be a burger restaurant or something there. Or, yeah. So I mean, it's helpful. It's helpful to just randomize the around the edges to make it a bit more cosmopolitan. No, wait, that's not the right word. You know what I mean? You know, you get it. You get it. You get it. Like, see, these bits are already done. Even a bit of residential there. These parts were residential. These are buildings. These are flats and apartments. But they're inside the zone now, so yeah. Where do I start? Where do I start? Around the outside, obviously. Duh. These people are going to complain because it's noisy. Probably. Whatever. Put some offices in every now and again. Like, if they complain that it's noisy, then I just change it back to being commercial. Not commercial. The other one. Hey, CP. Oh, that still sounds wrong. Okay, here we're just doing a little bit of a gaming thing for funsies. Because I needed a break from editing, because editing was being a bastard. Being such a butthole. I'm not going to go into how my editing program is being a shit again. Suffice to say, my editing program was being uncool. Supremely uncool. So now I'm just changing colors on this thing. Is it really trying to expand into the water? That'd be hilarious if you get that all the time. Just get random. Oh no, my building's flooded. And it's like, well, then don't build on the fucking water, idiots. It was like, but you said I could. I'm like, no, I didn't. Beep. I'm sure there's a more efficient way of doing this. Oh, no, that's got to be. Look at the weird kind of like thing there. It's so. What buildings can go here? Seriously. Hello, fishing. Are there fishermen on here? No. There's usually some fishermen on here. Yep, see, people. Weird. Creepy. I'm doing this wrong, I just realized. And that would make me usually start again, but I'm not doing that. Stop it. But I'm not starting again. This is fine. I think most of this is along the coast is mostly woodland. You know, it's mostly the timber industry, which is not as noisy and, you know, not as polluting as all of the other. I can't believe I keep doing that. Yeah, not as polluting as the other industries, like the ore or the oil, or just the general industry stuff. Hmm. I don't know why I've got "Stop in the Name of Love" stuck in my brain. Stop in the name of love before you break. Oh, I know what it is. It's part of Angel. Because Lauren sings it. I think that's who sings it. I still don't know how to correctly zone stuff. It tells you. What don't you know about it? Like, what are you having trouble with? These people are going to be the people that are going to live here are going to be moaning all the time about the fucking wind turbines. I live near wind turbine. They are not nutty. They are not nutty. Okay, this random annoying post-COVID coughing thing is really pissing me off. Like so much. Anyway, random zoning technique is complete. There you go, zoning done. I mean, like building sizes. What? What? I have a bunch of like small pockets of weird unbuilt areas. Yeah, that just happens. Eventually, they'll be populated. Like, for example, this is my latest commercial zone, and there's still gaps and stuff, but for the most part, it's built up. So what you got to do is you got to pick like one or two blocks that you've created, and then you just put like like there's a fire station here, and there's like a police station here as well. Um, and you build a small island of like services, and then buildings kind of like build around it. You know, people populate it around that pocket until they go all the way to the edge. So because I made this fairly recently, there's still gaps over here, but there's less gaps over here, if any. You know, and it's the same for residential. Like there's a bunch of gaps here because this is the latest one that I built. I built a massive residential zone just here, and yeah, it's like I built pockets of like islands of like built up shit. So basically, they've got a hospital, they've got like something to do over here. The water tanks are over here. There's like a school, all on this one island, and then they kind of built up around it and populated it. Just happens. you know. But no, you basically have like light residential, which means just regular houses, and then you have heavy residential, which is good for commercial zones. Like in here, there are random tall apartment buildings and shit. Where's my other industrial commercial zones? There's one here, and there's one here. These are commercial zones. And as you can see, there are random pockets of like big apartment blocks and shit. And when you're doing like you got like low density commercial zones, that stuff like you basically get like restaurants, corner stores, and basically short buildings that take up a lot of the plot. But if you have like high density commercial zones, then those are like they can be big towers in some cases. It kind of depends on what the region is set to. I can't remember what the names of the regions are. You know, basically the types of buildings. You know how you basically get like an American style building set where you have the high school is huge for some reason. It's like massive, and like the hospital is actually kind of small, and stuff like that. You know, you get all of that. Well, it kind of depends on like that's the American set. This is the European set of buildings or something, I think. And yeah, the buildings aren't that they're not that varied. Well, they're not that huge and varied. So essentially, it's kind of like yeah, it just depends on what set of buildings that you get. And sometimes it's like fixed to whatever map that you've made. You know. But I haven't been paying attention. Are my boys on? No, not yet. Oh, but I keep thinking Saint Paulica, but that's somebody else. I think that's somebody else. It might be him. My friend is on, but yeah. I might say hi to him in a minute when I finish this. But yeah, zoning done. Electricity is good. I don't have to do any electricity work, really. I think I disconnected these guys. Yeah, I did. I'll put some pylons here. There we go. Connect that to the grid. I think it's already connected, but yeah. Oh, it's bridge. Okay. Water. Yeah, I need to do the water. Ugh. One of the least exciting parts of the game, doing the water. Which is reminding me that I need to pee at some point fairly soon. Fairly soon. Whenever I build a new, whenever I expand the territory, I essentially make a very simple grid for the water, so that I can actually get to the water from the ends of the earth. And yeah, it makes it very, very simple. You don't have to set up a grid for every single one. You just have to go back and forth, back and forth. Besides, this is industrial, so I'm not so like careful about where the water pipes go. We've got good water availability and water storage, water sewage. So, yeah. How are we doing for pollution? Water pollution 0, good. It's all getting washed away. Wow. Okay. So for that part, which is forestry industry. And over here where there's the garbage. But yeah, otherwise okay. Otherwise okay. Okie dokie. Speaking of garbage, two. That's got 2. That's got 3. 3. 4 over here. So yeah, I'm gonna put one over here. There we go, and I always put a little garbage processing power plant as well to go with it, just in case it gets full up, and then you can empty it really quickly right next to it. So that's fine. Right, postage service, because they all need postage for some reason. I'm going to put one over here. I'm going to put one over here. It's not super urgent in like industrial zones. Over there. So that's going to be the seeds of these 3 parts are my islands, which means that I'm now going to put like the police and the fire services around the post offices, and that's evenly distributed around this whole area, hopefully. Probably big fire stations and big police stations for this, I think. We'll vary up a little bit. We'll see as we go. Health, well, for some reason, you don't really, in industrial zones, you don't need to put much healthcare stuff around it. But you do need to put cemeteries, basically the little crematorium buildings. You have to put those around it. Because if you don't put those around it, they'll complain about nobody coming to pick up the dead bodies. Like, oh my god. And it's like, yeah, I get that. Why are there so many dead bodies? Nobody knows. Yeah, I just put them next to... Where's my other post office? It blends in with the white background. I'd like to put them in the corners because you get the usage out of the space better. Where did I put the other one? Where's the other one? It's in the corner over here. Okay. What's next? Fire. Fire. What did I use last time? I try not to have the same basic like fire. Oh, one of those. So that's that one. And so it's time for a big boy. Okay. Big chunky fire station because it's a big space. That's fine. A regular one. There it is. Okay, and police station. What one did I use last time? Again, I tried to mix up the buildings. So that's the Taiwanese one. That looks like that one. Okie dokie. Well, I'm going to use all of them anyway. It doesn't matter. if you basically like lattice it a little bit, then it essentially kind of it gives better options. There we go. Education. I normally don't put any education in the actual like industrial zone, because like it's for residential and it's for commercial, I think. Although you do get like dum-dums. See, it doesn't actually come up as any color because it isn't needed. It's only needed in the residential zones. But we have a 72% of graduated citizens of elementary school, which is not good enough. I liked it to be above 80%, so I'm going to give somebody's going to get an elementary school. Where do I put one? There seems to be a darker patch over here. What about the other residential zones? No, they're quite good. They're looked after. They're good. Yep. That's fine. So it's the newer residential zone, which is a problem, because of course it is. So there's some space over here. Pink. Look at those happy people. Isn't that nice? Graduated from high school, 54%. But it's in the green. But it's in the green. Why are you lying to me? And is it in just that place? No. Why can't none of you idiots graduate from high school? No wonder there's like a problem every now and again, because we haven't got enough educated workers. Oh my god, what's the problem? It's stupid. Idiots. This is a college as well. How come a bunch of you aren't graduating? What's wrong with you guys? It's ridiculous. Well, a bunch of you are getting your houses demolished. How do you like that, huh? University is pretty good. I can't do anything about that. You're going to have to just get smart on your own, you stupid idiots. Although that is a problem. That does look bad, doesn't it? I think it's because they haven't had like enough time to level up yet. Yeah, I think that's the case. So I shouldn't really dick around with this. Besides, there's a university right there. I don't want to dick around with this. I think we're okay. Yeah. I will, however, give these people another high school, just a small one. I've got a micro high school in my arsenal. I'll put it Riverside. So yeah, because these dum-dums need to learn stuff. Right. Let's look at transportation. So when I made this sector, I always make a bus lane, a bus route, every single for every single square that I purchase to expand the city. And as you can kind of see, there's a blue line here. I'll zoom in a bit. The blue line here. Look at this mess. Oh, look at all these massive people. It's crazy. I should add more stops here, I think. There you go. I'll put another one in here. There you go. Hopefully that'll make them happier. I don't like it when everybody's like bunched together at the bus stop. There's too many people bunched together at the bus stop. But yeah. I think this is the most efficient corner to grab it from. I don't think it gets any closer than that. Oh no, it does. It actually leaves the residential area here. So that'll be good. Drag it down. Draggedy, draggedy. And just roughly around the island areas. There you go. You don't need that many stops in a industrial zone because most people have their own cars. So they no longer wish to get to school. I know, right? Idiots. I also have a big circle line bus network as well that goes all the way around the entire thing. Although I should probably give this its own bus subway station because it isn't an isolated part of land. Like there's nothing else besides these two bridges that go over this place. So I should kind of should I give it its own subway? What do you think? Subway or train station? Subway or train station? I'm going to do one or the other. It does have a train line that's already here. But that might be a bit, drastic to upend everything. Although I could put the train station just here. Like literally just here. So yeah. You say subway. I'll let you think about it real quick before while I go and look for the circle line. There it is. This red line. This is the circular bus line. It goes around the entire city. I'm gonna make it stop here. Does it stop up here at all? Oh no, it does. It connects to here. So it does actually work for this bit and for this bit. Got it. Hey, look at the subway system. So the orange bits on the map are train stations. And this wavy line around here is the subway system. So it'll probably connect like either to this station or it'll connect to that station because I left an opening for it to loop. So yeah. So I'm still going with subway. Oh, okay. Train station. It is. I don't need a cargo train station because that's already in the hub. I've got a transport hub. I was my pants and I did that before I actually did anything else. So yeah, we'll put a train station like here. Just a simple in and out one. So I'm just looking to see if there's any way I can actually get it. I'm just looking to see if I can actually make it the track loop so that trains can come in from both sides. But I don't think there's enough space. You know what? We'll find out. We'll find out if there's enough space. I don't think there is, but we'll find out. I'm going to put it. I'm just going to put it there. Okay. Train tracks. Right, so I want. You know what? That's going to be annoying. I don't like just. I can rebuild this later. Right, train tracks. Gimme. Oh, it can do it. It can totally do it. Woo! That way trains can come in from, like, can actually come in from outside of the city and like just be in here and then go back out without worrying about going through the entire city again. I could have just done like a thing here, but I don't like that. I want both sides of the station to be available to trains. So there we go. So yeah, train station, so transport setup. I think we're good to go. Although I am going to mess with whatever we have next in the... Just going to check the general happiness levels of everybody. Apparently everybody's bored. Well, that's too bad. No, I'm going to give them a floating cafe. Make them all bougie. A floaty cafe. And I'm going to put it here to make these people happy. I already gave them a fishing dock. So yeah, and that needs a road to connect to. I'm going to give it a dirty road, just because it makes it feel more rusticated. Oh wait, no. Well, it's a floating cafe, so it should have a fancy road, a fancy pants road. Fancy. Oh. That's not gonna work. Why be blue if you can't actually get there? Yeah, I'm going to demolish some houses. If they don't like it, they can megabyte me. Right. There you go. Road settled. Well, that's a bit drastic, but whatever. I always wondered, how did they get to this? It must be by just boats. Just general boatiness. Anyway. You get that. And somebody is getting a new plaza. A new plaza. We have a few in that bit of the city already. This part is unhappy. Why are you guys so unhappy? Let me see the blocks. Well, they're not unhappy. They just they want another plaza. Aha! We have a complaining part. I like getting rid of complaining buildings by destroying them with new things. Because see, it makes everybody happy. So there you go. But I'm also going to give somebody a headache. No. I'm actually going to provide parking. A parking structure. It's just helpful. Trust me. There you go. Right. Do I want to add just a special building to my... I always add a special building whenever I build a district. Normally it's whenever I build a a residential or commercial district. But you know what? I'm in a good mood. I'm going to give them something pretty. How about the Mall of America of Moderation? Mall of America? The Mall of Moderation. The Moderate Mall of Moderation. Look, how all these people have all these attractions and yet they're still not happy. I don't get it. Be happier, people. It's so stupid. I hate that. Where should I put it? I feel like I should give the older part of the town a bit more love. A bit more love. The thing is, I don't think this will fit anywhere without knocking down a. It'll go around the outside somewhere. I guess I'll just do it to the new part of the city because all these people are bored or whining about something. Oh yeah, I made them. Yeah, okay, I can't put it there. I can't put it here. But that's where I wanted to put it. That's not fair. Being stupid. I'll put it here because then it's got highway access. Ew, happy people. Happy people, hopefully. There we go. Are you connected to anything? Are you actually doing anything? I don't think this is actually doing anything anymore. I think it was just architectural stuff, you know? It's like... It's basically scaffolding for when it was getting the power grid sorted out. Right! Well, that's it. We're going to make sure that everything's connected, and then we're gonna fuck off. Well, I'm gonna leave anyway. But yeah, okay. So are we connected that bit? Are we connected? Does this have to be connected? Is it already connected? Yeah, it's already connected. All of that is already connected. That's good. So it doesn't need reconnecting. Good. Right, so these buildings are not connected to the power grid. They're going to be annoying, I bet. That's not connected to the power grid. Can I do something about that? No. Great. Oh, these aren't connected. That's the thing I was going to sort out. I don't want to destroy these rocks. There you go. And that's somehow connected because it isn't giving me the unplugged little symbol thing. So, neato. Go. That's connected to the power grid now. What can I do about you? Why are you being stupid? Fucking bullshit. Why are you? You're so close. And yet I can't get my... I need to pee. That's one of the reasons why I was going to end the stream. But... Really? Really? There you go. Now you're connected. I normally don't do this. Like, I don't put, like, pylons in the middle of, like, zones because it creates space in which you can't build upon. However, it's an industrial zone, and I don't usually mind so much because they usually connect themselves up pretty quickly. So once it's connected by itself, I just delete those, rezone the areas, because sometimes they unzone themselves when you put like power grid down. And then yeah, it's donesies. Can I actually build over the runway? Oh my god, I can actually build a pylon. I can build a line over the runway. That's terrible. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. We are finding a way. We must give these people power. What is with you? Why won't you do what I want you to do? Okay. So that's connected now. And then there we go. Okay. So we got water sorted. Definitely sorted. Yep. Oh, this bit is hanging out. Don't like that. Go. Yeah. Okay. Let's just make sure it works. Ready. Set. Unfreeze. Go. Yeah. All good. Except for the tiny bit of flooding that happened down here. Which I knew was going to happen anyway, but whatever. Ooh, trains. How long does it take for... Oh, I need to connect the... Oh, god damn it. Right, train. Oh, itchy ear. Creepy. Gross. Made me feel like there was something crawling into my ear. Right, so the nearest train station is here. Is there a way? I bet there isn't. No! No! Oh, that annoys me. Oh. How? Cannot find path? I have an idea. Sorry. Just it's frustrating when you have to pee and also this is happening. I don't have to be super desperately, but yeah. What if I move the stop? It'll have to comply then. It'll have to do it. It has no choice. I'll make it do it. Oh great. Why are you not going around the... Oh yeah. Shut up. I know what I did wrong. Okay, so now they're not going into that station. How can you not find path? It's right here. Oh, that's... Does it not like this bit? Does it not like this intersection? Does it not like it? I'm just going to see if I can actually make a line between these two. It does. It does like it. What the fuck? What gives? Just so this is what being crazy is like. Also cool, purple plane. Really. I don't know what to do besides erasing this entire line. And then trying again. I don't know what to do. This is actually annoying. Like this is a little bit actually infuriating. Seriously, why can't find path? Can't find path. Can't find. What just deleted itself? Did you see that? Cannot find path. Can I drag another train stop? Oh, that's when the trains go all crazy. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. That's not happening. Right. I'm gonna just try to do it again. I know it's probably not gonna do anything, but all these people's lives that are being like fucked around with. It lets me move the stop there, but we won't let me add. Why? What is wrong? How is this? It only has 4 vehicles. What? Oh no! I'm gonna just have to put another line. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do another line. It won't do it. It won't do it. It's not letting me do it from that station to this station. Yep. From this station, it just let me do this. Hey, okay, I don't know what's going on. This is nuts. This is actually oh. I'm gonna have to sort this later because also there's a traffic problem here, and I want to know what that's all about. But at the same time, I can't. So yeah, save. Ooh, I hate being frustrated this much when I have to pee. Yeah, right, everybody. I'm sorry for the fast exit, but like I let that build up too long. Belly rubs. You know, actually, I feel it now. It does feel slightly tubbier, but I think that's because it's still full of milk and cookies. Milk and cookies. That's what it is. It's the 2 pints of milk. Yeah. Don't do that. You have to pee, you idiot. More. But yeah, I need a scale that works to figure that out. Anyway, I will be back tomorrow, probably with the same question if I should do editing. But will probably be leaning more towards editing than it will be to playing a game. But yeah, enjoy the videos that come out tomorrow if I'm here, because I don't know what time I'm coming back from the meal. So I'm talking like kind of semi-fast, but I'm trying to run away. But yeah, everybody have a good night now. Toodles.